What's up, everybody? How you doing? Bobby Simmons is in the building. And as you can see, in the place to be, sitting directly next to me, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Nicolette Pace is in the building. Hello. There it is.
Kissy, kissy.
There, ladies and gentlemen, kissy, kissy. And she is sitting directly next to me. I'm going to tell y'all, we got a show for some information she's going to give y'all. And she also said it's not what y'all think. She got some information for us. So I'm going to spill my guts to her, and she's going to educate me and all of y'all. So hang tight, sit tight with us. But I just want to say first, thank you.
Thank you.
For taking the time to come down to talk to us. It's very important, too, that we have you here as well. Talk about a lot of things. And I really appreciate that. So you got a few minutes to kind of just hang?
Definitely.
All right.
Love hanging.
All right. Now, Nicolette is in the building. This is going to be fun, y'all. Don't disappear nowhere. We'll be back. Tag it! Welcome back, everybody. I'm in the building with my special guest, Nicolette Pace is here with us. And once again, thank you so much for coming down here. Introduce yourself to the audience on what it is that you do. I mean, they need to be educated on who you are and the kind of person that you are and the information that you have. Please tell us. I say nutritionist, but go ahead, you go.
I've heard recently that I'm a force of nature.
You're a force of nature, huh? Okay, all right.
Nutritionist, chef, professor, diabetes educator,
Yes.
counselor, bariatric specialist.
But the most important thing that you definitely go around talking to people about is about nutrition.
Absolutely, helping them be the best they can be.
Exactly. Now, I want you to start with me first. So we're going to talk.
Okay.
When you say nutrition, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by helping people? Is it based on what people eat or exercise, or explain? Because I'm going to tell you about me in a minute, but I need to know, what do you mean by nutrition?
Generally, nutrition means food and how food can sustain us, but also help us or hurt us.
Right.
Bottom line with that. And
Right.
then the rest of the stuff is kind of like a lifestyle thing.
Right.
But it's little to do with what most people think with this good food, bad food stuff, and has more to do with behavior and what's going on in your life.
Okay.
Therefore, it's going to blow out everything anybody has ever heard.
So in other words, you're saying, so let's say like I like to party hard and just party all night, and would that affect me?
Sure, make you happy.
You hear me? But so let's talk about eating habits. What's the best eating habit for people so that because diabetes which is something that's very, very important.
It's very important. 100 million.
Yes.
It's at least 10 to 14% of the population. It's actually unbelievable, and it's a very unbelievable, insidious or prolific disease.
Right.
And I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, but it's going on like crazy. So there's all kinds of new research that came out. But eating habits, as you said, has got to do more with how your lifestyle really rolls out. There is no best anything.
Right.
It has to do with you maybe taking a look at what you're doing, your day-to-day. You like to go out all night. You like to stay up all night. You like to wake up at 5 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. You got to work in what we call physiology, or your normal hunger patterns that mimic how you want to live.
Right.
It's not the other way around like we were told. It's not like
Right.
fix yourself after. Nobody can eat 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Nobody lives like that no more. We're 24/7.
Exactly.
You do what you got to do.
But that's funny that you said that. You said it's not the way how we thought. I know we were told that you got to be very careful at not eating so much, have so much sugar or salt in your food, which can cause diabetes. What was told to us. I mean, you're the professional. I mean,
There hasn't been a patient that hasn't come through to me and said, I eat bad, I do this, I do this, I do this. Because people are told, don't do this, don't do this. But it doesn't work. It's
Right.
like all you're doing is getting bashed, and what they do is you end up just flipping out and doing whatever the hell you want to do anyway.
Right.
And you're not getting satisfied. It builds more cravings. It builds more overeating. So you got to get in tune with that. And I would counsel anybody to just take a look at how your lifestyle plays out, where you work, your playtime, whatever it is, and then look at what the normal body pattern is. And it's basically this: 2 to 4 hours for food to kind of retain in your stomach.
Right.
It then gets into your lower bowel in another 4 to 6 hours. So basically, you need to eat on a pretty much 4 to 6 hour time frame.
Right.
That's it. Whatever that is. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. This eating after 8 is a bunch of nonsense because some people work overnight. So what are you supposed to do? Not eat?
That's true.
It's stupid.
That's true.
So everyone's like fighting, and it really is not accurate.
So now, what about people's sex life though? Because people want to be on a drive now. Sometimes does that affect them too?
Oh well, if they don't really know that they have that, it can affect that,
Right.
and that will be very sad.
So, yeah, it would be so.
We don't like that.
So they would have to what? Take it easy or?
Out of everything that's coming out of the research, new findings, it's having the blood sugars that are above the range that they're supposed to be, and it starts to really destroy the whole body, and that's a shame. And it will be, yes, in fact, sex life. It will cause stomach problems.
Right.
Brain is the worst of all, and nobody knows this. And actually, people heard about type 1, type 2 diabetes.
Right.
They have a new one called type 3. There's actually 6 forms, but this is one that's officially now. It's dementia, and it's becoming epidemic.
Right.
Because the blood sugars are like toxic to the brain, so it prevents a lot of stuff from going on. Pleasure, happiness, sex drive, whatever you want to say.
So again, it's
You
like
gotta pay attention.
Right.
It's really, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So forget what people say because they're not really getting the right information.
Because this is a lot. I know some people who just their brain just crashed because it's so much information that they have to take. Some of them, it's like what you just said. They're telling you this, and they're telling you that, and it's like some people just really want to give up on just knowing about information.
Somebody described me recently as Joan of Arc. I am a crusader, and I refuse to stop when
Exactly.
it comes to a person's well-being. I won't. I don't care who I'm antagonizing in terms of the people who are giving someone a misinformation. And that's it, because I got nothing to lose. I will always do this for a person. And I just kept going for more and more schooling, more and more training, and I just put it out, and I've been doing it for years.
Right. How many doctors that you've gotten to debate and discussions with about that your information could be possibly wrong? Because there's some.
Only the people who don't know me.
Okay.
Once they saw the effects on the patients, and I reversed all kinds of conditions, forget it. It's the reputation went forward.
But let's go back to partying. I mean, let's go back to that. I want to. I'm saying that 'cause I'm trying to put me in it because this is what I do. I love to be out partying a lot. And so I got information from you already that it's not about what you eat. So we've already established
Here's
that.
something, if it's a partying, I don't know if that's like resulting in like having cocktails and stuff, maybe something like that. But every time, especially when the holidays come around, everyone's always talking about, the moderate drinking and this and that. And all these studies that come out, these researchers fail to understand that people do not really want to have a glass of wine for health benefit. They want to go out and they want to get the effect.
Yeah.
So it's going to happen.
Right.
So people can go all week working, and then on the weekends, done. You get it?
Yeah.
But it's healthy for you. And everyone's laughing and they're joking around. Like, please, I know what's going on.
I know.
I know it. It's funny.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. You got to release.
Okay. I mean, because again, we go to our doctors, we listen to them, they tell us certain things.
Okay, how many doctors have I had as patients?
Tell us.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
They have a lot of problems.
Okay.
A lot of them, at least who I've seen. Anywhere from psychiatrists to surgeons, et cetera, because of the hours, because of and nurses too. Everybody in the healthcare field, they're working on a crazy schedule,
Right.
and they can't follow what they're saying.
That's true.
I know it.
But isn't that scary for people who go see their doctor and want to make sure that
Well, it just makes their message just fall on deaf ears. It's
Right.
not effective.
Right.
You got to really feel what a person's doing. Everybody's individual. You can work this if you know the right information. But nobody's getting the right information. Don't eat sugar. So let's take a whole bunch of sugar, artificial sweeteners. How about this one? I love this one. The fat thing. Don't eat butter. Butter?
I know, right?
I'm French. Get out of here. Butter?
Really, right?
Butter?
You can't have a meal without.
Butter. So, what do? We come up with some kind of convoluted vegetable nonsense, which actually caused all the heart issues that happened.
Right. Right.
So it's a bunch of misinformation.
Yeah.
And guess what? Lard's coming back. I'm gonna make fried chicken, I'm using lard, and I make one of the best fried chicken.
All right.
Cast iron pan, It is. It fries the best. My grandmother did it with potatoes, everything.
Yes.
These people choose the right fat for whatever cooking technique you need. But a lot of these oils they're not like suitable.
Yeah, but again, that's why it's real cool that I get to sit with you. Because people give their different opinions. Like you said, you've talked to a lot of doctors. Some, it all depends who you come across. Some may be looking at you right now going, this woman is out of mind. She's out of mind. How can she say things like that and not give people the correct information on how to eat right and to take for their heart?
I know what you're saying. I'm going to name drop, and I know.
Go ahead, please. That's what this is about.
I got to say, Alan Alda.
Okay.
Right? He created a program at Stony Brook, which helped clinicians talk to other clinicians because he discovered nobody can talk to one another.
Right.
Not only can they not talk to one another, they can't translate from one field to the next. Not only that, but it impairs their ability to get grants from the government because nobody knows what the hell anybody's talking about.
Right, exactly.
I admire that. So cut it,
cut the nonsense,
and let's go.
Right, exactly.
Because it's about you living, me living, and having a good life.
And this is what I'm hearing from you now. You're saying is basically how you live your life.
Right. You've taken other cultures and they come here. They've taken their indigenous diet, what they call their natural diet that they had, the Caribbean, Africa. And I do this because I'm a chef. I cook any global cuisine. And then you've like ruined it. Now, like rice is a perfect example with Hispanics.
Right.
If you look at the Caribbean, there's no room to grow rice.
Right.
Where'd that come from? It was always root vegetables, right? Fruits and yuca and other things like that.
Yeah.
Rice, it's not rice patties. There's no room. It's a small island. It makes no sense.
Yep, exactly.
It makes no sense.
No, this is the truth. Since you walked in this door, your energy has
You're a
exploded.
nice man.
Nice man or not, I'm just telling you what I feel from you. And what I'm feeling from you is an explosive energy and attitude. And it's really like you speak the truth about how you speak to people. It's like you live your life. I'm living mine. You know what I'm saying?
I got nothing to lose.
Exactly. I got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm living my life. And you come in there with this, and it actually makes people feel good because it made me feel good when you came in. I'm like, okay, like, what is she going to tell me that no one else has told me? And that's what it is. Because everybody else, well, not everybody else, but the doctors who I speak to, of course they tell you certain things that they figure you need to know, heart reason. But none of them never just said, you know what, you can eat what you want to eat, but just, live your life. It all depends what you do.
There's lots of things that you can do, but it's different things than what you're told. Pretty much all foods are fine.
Right.
The problem is fake foods. There's so many different ingredients. They're not really real foods.
Yes.
You can really eat anything, and you should go back to like what you're known to make and fresher foods and get a handle on your schedule and when to eat based on what I told you about the digestive system.
Yes.
Because if you miss that, you're going to get over hungry. You're going to be looking for crazy foods. You're going to be craving. You're going to overeat. And large meals, too many calories at once is going to drive up your insulin requirement, your blood glucose, and we're into big trouble.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing to do. And if you do have diabetes, you want to do your blood sugar testing in a targeted range where you do it before you eat and then 2 hours after.
Right.
And you look at what the hell you ate during that period of time.
Right.
This way you can evaluate how much can I really handle before my blood sugar goes all over the place. And that's it.
Yeah.
Best thing to do. Not just before when you wake up. It tells you nothing.
Right.
You're just sticking and it hurts to stick yourself, don't it?
I know, yeah, my father,
Well,
I know.
So what are you learning? Nothing. Just like, oh, this is wrong. I see it oh my God, over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of hope. It's great.
Right. What's one of your favorite dishes? You said you cook a lot. What's a dish that you cook that's like, I'm telling you, people will just...
Do we have enough time for this one?
Yeah, we do.
Jeanette, should I talk about the chocolate eclairs?
Well, tell me about the chocolate eclairs, please.
Well, I went to visit somebody and I brought chocolate eclairs. They're homemade. So it's pâté à choux, and then there's custard cream, and there's a chocolate fondant. Now, these chocolate eclairs were like unbelievable. Everything was going on. Had sinks clogged. Everything was going wrong in the house. Non-stop. Took me 3 times to make them. I finally make them. They're absolutely perfecto. So I get them out there. I'm standing there in my underwear and my pantyhose. Outside, I locked
That's good information right there.
I locked myself out of the house. I locked myself out of the house, dropped the stupid eclairs on the floor. It turned out they were salvageable, and they all loved them. But yes, chocolate eclairs. I want to make that. I make everything.
I'm telling y'all not understanding, y'all not believe me. When you really walked into this room, your energy really it brightens up someone's attitude. And
You made my day. Thank you.
No, and I mean that honestly from the heart, because you come in and you speak. Of course, you speak truth. You know what information you know and you want to share with people, but it's you don't let it, you know it's serious, but you tell people don't take it that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Look into your heart, figure out what's right for you.
Exactly.
Half the stuff, the public health recommendations, I'm not going to go discount CDC or anybody else. No, it's not about that. And doctors have to do some level of protocol. I totally get that. But it doesn't resonate with the public. And frankly, there's research article after research article saying it's not effective. It's not effective. We have failed with all the things they wanted to do. It's failing. They can't get it through because it's so much like they're caught up with paperwork. I don't know what they're doing.
Right.
You got to talk to people, and maybe the healthcare system doesn't allow for that. But I was hoping I could make a difference for the 60,000 patients I've treated in my lifetime.
Well, I mean, you do make a difference, and I wouldn't say that. Well, I guess I would say that the healthcare people, some probably are laughing, but some need to understand. Again, like you said, we need to talk to each other. We need to talk to each other so we all can understand what we all saying. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, everybody's like to have information, but nobody wants to talk to each other to know or to want to learn from each other. One thing that I'm sitting there talking to you about is that it seems like you learn from other people. Now, you may tell them a couple of things or two, but you're learning, you know what I'm saying? And they learning from you.
Right.
You know?
I have a battery of information because I've dealt with so many people at a lot of years.
Right.
Over 13 years.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. A force of nature, nutrition explosion, Nicolette Pace. Y'all better respect and understand she's bringing the parade. And if you don't get on this float, you're going to pass it by.
Thank you, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Nicolette Pace is in the building. I thank you. Your energy is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolette Pace, thank you so much, sweetie. Y'all don't disappear nowhere. We'll be back. Tag it!
Hi, this is Nicolette Pace, and you're listening to Party1019.com. Hi, this is Nicolette Pace, and you're listening to Bobby Simmons on Party1019.com.